Hello again and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk, digitalmotorsports.com and Pineapple Grips. So we're back with the BMW VGT Concept Cup Championship, our Friday night championship, and this is the next round, round 4, coming to you from Italy, the southern Italy in Sardegna. We're on the road track A layout tonight for this round, 2 30-minute races, as you know. So that's it. Let's go to the grid and show you how they line up. So we've got a full grid here of 16 cars for race 1, which is absolutely fantastic. So on pole position, it's Wadru, Thomas in 2nd, Chand in 3rd, Jerry Smiles in 4th, Will in 5th, Jay Dyson in 6th, Molson 7th, Chuck in 8th, Sideways George in 9th, Prime Machine in 10th, Stealth in 11th, Team Silver 12th, Unforgiven 13th, Hodgie 14th, Firepower 15th, and Speniak in 16th. So got my work cut out here tonight with 16 cars, so this should be interesting. All on racing super softs for race 1. So that's it. Let's get to the action then. So after a little week off, we're back, so this should be fun. Revs are up then. And should be off. It's all going to be a clean start. Looks pretty good to me. As I head up to turn 1, Wadru takes them up there then, with Thomas close behind in 2nd. Thomas having a look on the outside. He won't go for that though, of course, but Chand might possibly. Oh, Thomas has gone wide. He's gone now. Was he pushed out there, or did he just lose his braking marker? And he's well out of control, is Thomas, and going to drop it down the field here. Can't get back on the black stuff. Drops all the way down to 14th. So a bad start from Thomas, but as I say, don't know whether that was a bit of push and shove there. I'm not sure. But anyway, Wadru still out in front with Chand close behind in 2nd. So Chand trying to stick with Wadru if he can, with Jerry. He's got himself up to 3rd. So there's your top 3 as it stands. Early doors in this race. And Jerry looks hungry. Looks like he wants that 2nd place off Chand. So we've got some of the boys from League 2 joining us here in race 1, which is why we've got the full grid. So it does make it a little bit more interesting, but as I say, I'm going to miss a few things I think with this amount of cars. I'll try and stick with where the action is, but I'll do my best. Anyway, Jerry then, still trying to chase down Chand as I come to the last section of the track here, or the circuit. Jay Dyson then in 4th, with Chuck in 5th, close behind there. Prime Machine in 6th, trying to chase down Chuck. Then we've got Stealth being hassled and hounded by Unforgiven in 8th. So they head along that start or finish straight, start lap 2. So Unforgiven then right up the back of Stealth. I think Unforgiven's going to have a look surely up the inside, is he? Well, he's there. Yeah, easy as a like. Nice clean move. Oh, bit of a squiggle on, but got through there okay. Nice and clean. Stealth gave him plenty of room. So Stealth then back to 8th. Then we've got Sideways George. And then Firepower in 10th. There he is. Great looking car, that one. Nice livery. Well, they all look good, but that is looks particularly good. Thomas then, after his little excursion off, down to 11th. So he's going to be a little frustrated with that. He's going to see how far he can get up the order. It's only a couple of minutes into this race, as I say, 30 minutes, so plenty of time, but would have been a little bit peeved with that, I would have thought. But he's hand in the back of Firepower now. Can he get himself up in the 10th then? Goes on the outside. Might go around the outside of Firepower, or he might, because he's going to be on the inside now, going around the right hand. Oh, he is. Nice, clean, yeah, good move from Thomas. So up to 10th then. Firepower then drops down to 11th. And then Team Silver in 12th. And Hodgie 13th. Molson 14th. Don't know what he's doing all the way back there. He must have had some incident there, unless it was part of the Thomas incident. Didn't see it, but he was well further up the grid at the start than that, but anyway, 14th it is. Speniak in 15th and Will in 16th, so it must have been coming together somewhere between those back cars there. So let's go back up to see what's happening up front with Jerry. Is he Yaslin Chand? Well, no, not really. The front three quite nicely spaced out there. Chan though, trying to stick with Wadru best he can. Wadru, there he is. Looks like he's off again from pole position. Can someone stop him? Well, at the moment, no is the answer, but never know. So Jerry then third, and Chuck now in fourth, being hounded by Jay Dyson. So Jay Dyson has caught up to the back of Chuck, made up their little gap, just got away from Prime Machine in sixth place. So Jay Dyson then having a look, see what I can do, see if he can get past Chuck here on this anti-clockwise circuit. Lots of left-handers, of course, but a good mix of left and right-handers, really. A couple of really slow hairpin bends, and then some fast sections too, as they head along that start-finish straight now to complete another lap. Lap 4 to start now. So Prime then in sixth place, trying to chase down or stay at least with Jay Dyson, but Unforgiven, he's really got onto the back. Oh, slide from Prime. He has got to the back of Jay Dyson. So did Jay Dyson make a little mistake there? I think he might have, because we've now got all three cars, because Unforgiven's on there as well, and he's going to be looking at Prime. Oh, squiggle from Prime. Was that a little touch? Might have been, but Unforgiven's up there. He gets there, he does. Oh, and just a little tag, but no, gives him the place back to Prime. There wasn't much in it, to be fair, but oh, Prime. Yeah, so Unforgiven gets through to fifth, then Prime Machine just back to seventh. Nearly lost it big time, but controlled it well in the end, but did lose a place. Oh, and a scrape with the wall. Letting the fireworks off there, sparks going. He's sticking with Unforgiven. I think they both actually tagged the wall there. Jay Dyson's got away from them, but these two battling it out, both scraping the wall. Both absolutely going for it here. Unforgiven, no. Up to sixth place. Prime trying to stick with him. These cars are superb, aren't they? Especially around good track, twisty track like this. And Unforgiven goes off onto the grass, but it's going to slow him down a little bit. It's going to give Prime the opportunity to get back on it again. Perhaps wasn't quite as bad as I thought. Just see it out the corner of my eye, just going out of shot, but certainly hit the grass. But got it back under control. Unforgiven then, trying to hunt down Jay Dyson. Prime then, seventh. Thomas has got himself up to 8, so Thomas doing really well now. He made up about 3 spots then from the last time we see him, so he's really flying. Thomas trying to get himself up to at least into that top 5 if he can, if not further. Got a bit of a gap though to Prime in front of him, probably a good 3 seconds I would have thought, at least. But we know what Thomas is all about. Now he's got himself back on song again. Don't see many mistakes from Thomas actually. As I say, got himself out onto the sand and lost places after place after place, and he's doing really well to get himself back up the order. Stealth down to 9th. Doing well though, Stealth as well. One of our more senior drivers here, been with the group for well, as long as we can remember really. Stealth, so really experienced driver. Have a great looking car. So it's going round. Oh, lovely there. Can almost go flat around it, just lift slightly, go through there, maybe drop it down a gear, but one of the tight hairpins now. Who's that in front? Prime Machine getting it all squiggly again. So Prime's having a little bit of difficulty with the back end of that BMW in this race. It's allowing Thomas, and Thomas actually got through, so did allow Thomas to go through. So Thomas up to 7th, that's another place then, ticked off. Courtesy of Prime's little mistake. So Thomas then, Unforgiven, he's got through past Dyson too. Or did he anyway? Can't remember, but anyway, Unforgiven up to 5th now. So he's flying through the, a little bit hot through there, but got through around there nicely, round the left and the right. Chuck up the 4th, ahead of him. There he is. So the Pie Man trying to chase down Chand, who's actually dropped down to 3rd, and Jerry's got him. So Jerry has got up into 2nd place. So Jerry thought, well, slides it round the left-hander. So it's going to allow Chand to get right onto the back of him. And Jerry said, well, Chand, you've had your go at trying to catch Rodru. Pull over and I'll have a go. All a bit wide from Jerry, but Rodru, I think, well, yeah, as you would expect. Nice and easy out front, but the boys are behind though. Not giving up, are they? Jerry, 2nd, is really going to try and get onto the back of Rodru if he can. 10 minutes into this race, so still got 20 minutes of this race 1 to go. Chan is going to try and get into his slip along this fast straight section up to turn 1. Is he going to go to the outside and then try and cut it back to the inside, or just go around the outside if you like? And there you go, just like that. He's going to be on the inside for the next bend. He is. Yeah, good move from Chan. Nice and clean as well, plenty of room given by Jerry. Good respectful driving there. So Chan then back up to 2nd, Jerry sliding it round, drifting the car. Pretty much every bend at the moment. Oh, Chan. Well, both of them just got their back wheels on the grass. Quite easily done there. Trying to put the power on a bit early around there, around the right hander, and it's quite easy to run wide. Get your back wheels on that grass. So you've got to be extra careful to be able to control it. But Jerry then, so it looks like it's going to be a battle between these two, and it right to the end, because it's not going to stop. Chuck trying his best to stay with him, but he's just dropping back a little bit, but he's on his own, a little bit isolated now here. I think at the moment he'll certainly take 4th place as it stands. He just put his head down, he's got no one to worry about behind him. No pressure from anybody, just get his head down, focus, try and catch the guys in front. There they are, just going out of shot. So Jay Dyson then into 5th. And Unforgiven's dropped back down to 6th again. So Jay Dyson's got back past Unforgiven, but he's gone wide there. He's onto the grass, and then Unforgiven's going to allow him to get there. Thomas is now in the mix as well. So we've got 3 cars. Unforgiven's going to go back round the outside of Jay Dyson, is he? He is, yeah, good move. Thomas is going to follow him through, I think, and he has. Thomas has got through as well. Bit of a drag race up there, but he's got 2 to 6 now, so Thomas then going to have a look for Unforgiven up here for turn 1 for sure. Jay Dyson's just going to sit behind, see what he can get out of it too. But no, Thomas not quite there. He's right at, a little tag on the back of Unforgiven though. But they remain where they are. Unforgiven 5th, Thomas 6th, Jay Dyson 7th. Good little scrap this between these 3. Oh, Jay Dyson just didn't go wide again. Just struggling to get his braking point. I think he's trying to push a bit too hard to try and stick with these boys. Just needs to calm his head a little bit. And there we go, Thomas is attacking Unforgiven up the inside. So Thomas has got it out. Thomas up to 5th place then. So Thomas then is up to his top 5 now, like I predicted. Can he stay there? Or can he get even further up there? Or is he going to drop back? Because Unforgiven pushing him along pretty much. Up here to the tight hairpin. Drop it down to probably 2nd gear. Yep, 2nd gear around there. Now, pretty much flat all the way through this bit. As I say, you can go round to this next left-hander, could drop it down 1 gear, there you go. Just lift off slightly, then flat to the floor again, and now to this, probably 2nd gear around this tight hairpin, the turret as well. Yep. Now it's flat all the way to turn 1. Jay Dyson had another little moment now, I think. So might be struggling a little bit, I think, on this track. Still 7th though, is fine. Prime in 8th, so he's dropping back a little bit after his a few little squiggly moments that he's had. But he'll settle for 8th, I'm sure. Stealth trying to chase him down in 9th. And then Molson, who has got himself up to 10th now. So Molson made up a few places. But again, whatever error it was at the start of the race, it's just kind of messed his race up a little bit. He's got to try and work his way through now from the back. But he's getting there. What coming up to 15, so halfway through this race almost now of race 1. Sideways George, 11th place. The Scot trying to do all he can to catch up with Molson, but again pretty isolated there on his own. A few little scuffs on the front of his car, so he's had some touches of the walls or barriers or possibly other cars at some point. No major damage. Again, just a little bit late on the brake there, I think, on the braking points. But in 11th place then, sideways. Will up to 12th, so again, made up a couple of spots as Will. He was at the back, so he's doing well at the moment, Will. So Will in 12th. Odgie 13th, being chased down by Team Silver. Another good looking car, Odgie's. Oh, and who's that? Is that Will? It is Will. He's made a mistake, big error there, has lost it. He's obviously lost the back end coming out of the left-hander. Got him across the track, so he drops all the way back down to 15th. Has allowed Team Silver firepower through. Speniak in 16th at the back. I think he's struggling slightly, one of our newcomers here. But you still get points, nevertheless, in 16th. So, not going to go completely pointless here. So let's have a quick look at our leader again. We haven't seen him for a little while, have we? With this huge field that we got, whatever he is there. So Wadru, yeah, he's got a huge gap now. Back to Chand and Jerry, who are still in 2nd and 3rd. So there's our leader, Wadru. Already predict that he'll get maximum points here in race 1. He is the championship leader at the moment. So he heads around the left-hander, now flat through. Around the next right-hander. Head up the start and finish straight. Step up the 6th gear. Cross start and finish to start lap 11. Got half tank of fuel, so should be fine. We were 17 minutes into this race, so yeah, no problem at all with the fuel the way he's going. So Wadru then, nice and clear and on his own out there. Chand, meanwhile, yeah, he's got away from Jerry a little bit, so Chand in 2nd. Just fell away from that battle, hasn't it? It's sort of the battle that there was. It's disappeared. Jerry will no doubt try and keep with Chand, obviously. Certainly settle for 3rd place though, won't he? Top 3 as it's been from the start. Wadru, Chand, Jerry and Chuck. And he's really pushing, he's trying his best. Got about half a tank of fuel too, so looks like everyone's going to be okay in terms of fuel consumption. Chuck does appear to be catching Jerry actually, so we'll keep a little eye on that as the race progresses, or certainly in these last 11-12 minutes. We'll just see. We'll come back to that. Thomas then, 5th place. He's on his own now. He's got away from Jay Dyson, the unforgiven battle that there was. So 5th for Thomas. Jay Dyson being handed by it, still being handed I should say, by Unforgiven, so let's stick with this one then. So Unforgiven having a look, see what he can do. Jay Dyson, that's better around there from Jay Dyson. Unforgiven now is surely going to get him at the end. Oh, bit of cut across there from Unforgiven. Is it going to be a penalty? Could be, you know. Took quite a lot of that corner. Yeah, he did get half a second penalty. Thought he might try to. You can cut it a little bit, but pretty much all the wheels was off the track there. So he gets rid of it just like that. Turn one, easy done. Oh, and then slides it round now. That's how hard he's pushing. So just lose a little bit of time there, but still putting the pressure on Jay Dyson. Still looking for that 6th place, Unforgiven. Prime in 8th place, in Stealth, not that far behind him now, in 9th. Got a little less fuel, but still enough to finish the race, he hopes. Oh, and again, very easy to slide these cars, so much power, 500 odd brake horse under the bonnet, and really got to tame the beast on some of the bends. It's all about trying to get the car as balanced as you can, obviously. It is very easy to lose it. Molson in 7th then. You can see the little group now ahead of him, so he's got something to aim for. He's got no one behind him, as you can see. He's got plenty of cars in front of him. That's what he's going to be focusing on now. Look at him ahead. He's thinking, well, there's a possible 8th place, maybe a 7th place here, depending on what happens up there. Depending if I make a mistake, he's there at the pounce, ready. So 10th it is for Molson. Team Silver 11th. And then this little battle with Will and Firepower. Will looks like he's up the inside of Firepower, or is it Firepower going on the outside of Will? Nevertheless, still Will in 12th. Firepower 13th. I think it might have been Firepower attacking Will, you know. I haven't said that. No, Will was at the back, wasn't he? Because he made that. Or he's back to 15th, wasn't he? Because of that mistake. So maybe he's made his way through, got himself up into 12th. RG in 14th. And that nice Castrol Edge livery there. Again, pretty much on his own there. And then we got a little battle here, I think. Oh, and Spiniak has actually got past Sideways George. So Spiniak is up to 15th now. Sideways is at the back in 16th now. So must have made another mistake somewhere, maybe. He's really on the back of him. Spiniak now is going to surely have a look up here at this hairpin. Drop it down a couple of gears, 2nd gear. If you can stick with Spiniak along that start-finish now, if you can just stick with him, close as he can. Got half a chance to get that place back at the end of the start-finish at turn 1. Because you've got to stick with him for these next few sections, and there's a yellow flag ahead of him, so if someone's gone off, and I think that's Hodgie, you know, I think it was. He's got going again, but Hodgie isn't going to allow the boys behind to just close that gap, but still a little way back. But you never know, but anyway, let's see if Sideways can get Spiniak at the end of this straight. Right up behind him. Going to be surely looking up here at turn 1. Spiniak's going to defend slightly on the inside. Yeah, defended quite well there actually. Sideways didn't fancy going for it, maybe not far enough up, which is fair enough. So let's just go back then and have a look and see what's happening with up top there. Because we've got Ice Chan still in 2nd, Jerry 3rd, Chuck has closed that gap, so Chuck now having a look. Obviously Wadru's still out in front, but Chuck has closed that gap on Jerry, so he's going to be having a look to see in these closing few minutes now whether he can get something better than the fourth and get himself up onto that podium. So let's have a look, see if the Pie Man can do it. So I don't know, let's just have a quick look as Jerry, well no, he's okay, tyre wise is fine, got enough fuel, so maybe Chuck's just put the hammer down. He's certainly got more fuel than Jerry, so maybe Chuck is doing a little bit more fuel saving to what Jerry has, and that's allowed him to just close that gap a bit. Maybe Jerry's been having to fuel save a little bit in order to finish the race, but Chuck anyway, he's got his sights firmly fixed on back of Jerry's green car. Thomas just off the back of them in fifth, hasn't really made any more places. He is slowly catching them, but whether he will actually get himself up into the top four, I don't know. Time's running out. All depends, I guess, what happens up if they start battling ahead of him. There's every chance he could do that. So let's have a look again. That Chuck, no, it's still about the same. Chand in second. Oh, goes wide a little bit there, Chand. It's not going to be any real big problem because there's a bit of a gap back to Jerry, so he's not going to lose too much. Wadru isn't even in sight, is he? Where is Wadru? Where's going around turn one? There he is. So he's well past turn one. The other boys are just coming up to it now, so there's your gap. So a huge gap for Wadru, really. And in fact, he could end up catching the back markers in this race. Jay Dyson, 6th place. He's got away from Unforgiven, that little battle. I think Unforgiven might well have done all he could to try and get him, and he might have to be settled for 7th at the moment. Well, he won't settle for it, but at the moment he might have to settle for it, but he certainly don't want it. He's looking for 6th at least. But what, we've only got 4 minutes left of this race, so the likeliness is he's going to be where he is at the end, come the end of this race, unless Jay Dyson makes a mistake somewhere. Prime, well, he's been in 8th for a little while now, hasn't he? Looking pretty comfortable. Again, no pressure really from anybody. So he heads up to the hairpin left-hander. Again, controls that back end. Molson in 9th, so he has made a place, another place actually. Not too sure where he's made that, but sure he was in 10th. But anyway, oh, he's got past Stealth, hasn't he? So Stealth, yeah, Stealth has dropped back down to 10th. So Molson, he's got past Stealth. Now he's looking to see if he can get onto the back of Prime. Stealth, meanwhile, dropped down to 10th. Team Silver 11th. And then Firepower 12th. Will 13th. Audrey 14th. Looks like he's made another little mistake. Looked like he was going a little bit slow as I just come to him. But he's okay on his own there in 14th. And still Spiniak, still being handed by Sideways George in 16th. So this little battle goes on. So it'll be interesting to see who gets what at the end of that, end of this race. Both going to get points, or everyone's going to get points anyway. Sideways now, right on the back of Speniak. As they head up to this final bend. Along the start and finish again, I don't think Sideways is quite close enough. Let's see what sort of run he gets out of here. It's quite a good run actually, he's on him. Really needs to see if he can pull out and get himself onto the inside, or cut it back to the inside from the outside line. No, so he stays in 16th. So the leader then starts another lap, lap 18. It's going to get maybe another lap out of it, certainly for our leader Wadru. He may not actually catch the back markers, he's going to get close to him, but the time's going to be against him, I think. But nevertheless, controlled this race, hasn't he, from the get-go, straight from pole. See you later. Got his little sign on the back window again. Ta-da, boys, it said. And that was the end of that. And he's been in control though, hasn't he, Wadru? As you'd expect. As you see him in other championships, you know what he's all about. Gets out there and just controls it, doesn't he? Chan, meanwhile, looking good, looking comfortable in second place. So Chan will get a nice second place here. Whether he'll get another lap in, I don't think he will. But he's going to get a second place for sure. Chuck, I should say, is right on the back of Jerry. He's in third, and this little, I said I was going to come back to it. They're not going to get another lap in, are they? But, oh, and Chuck goes wide. I think this is going to be the final lap now. In fact, for these, Wadru's going to get one more in. This is the final lap, so I don't think Chuck is going to try. Oh, and Chan must have made a mistake. So all of a sudden, he's back into the clutches of Jerry. Oh, and Wadru did finish. Apologies, Wadru, missed that. So Wadru did make first place. Well done, congratulations. I thought he was going to get another lap in. So Wadru, winner of race 1. Chan comes in out second place. Jerry third. Chuck in fourth. Thomas fifth. Did well to catch right up on the back of them. Jay Dyson was going to get sixth. Unforgiven did get that seventh place. Then Prime Machine in 8th, well done. Molson 9th, Stealth in 10th, just coming across now. And we've got Team Silver, going to get that 11th place. So congrats to those boys, the top 3, Wadru, Chan, Jerry. As we see Team Silver coming over the line now for 11th place. And Firepower in 12th. And then we've got Odgie, going to get 13th place, is Odgie. It's been a great race this. Race 1, hope race 2 is going to be the same. You'll join me for that. Speniak then, it's just going to hold off Sideways George, hit 14th, Sideways in 15th. So there's your race 1 of the BMW VGT Cup. And catch me again soon for race 2.